On the 24th of January 2023, during a post-cabinet briefing, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell announced that the implementation of additional tax on sugary drinks, alcohol and cigarettes will be pushed back to the 1st of March rather than the 1st of February. He said this is because of the need of additional time to make sure that the items are clearly identified, clearly classified and published, and that there is no ambiguity. Just a few days later, the orders for enforcing the amendments to the various regulations were published in the 27th January 2023 edition of the Government Gazette, outlining that the date of effect will be the 1st of February 2023. Therefore, the question is asked, does this mean that the implementation of the tax on the items was moved back to the 1st of February? GBN spoke to the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Mike Sylvester, who explains that the March 1st date is still in place. He said that while the amendments was gazetted, there is still other administrative work to be done for the actual implementation of the Act, which should be ready on March 1st.
In any policy measure that government announced, most of the policy measures, there are a number of things that are required to ensure that it is implemented properly. So you have, in some cases, legal instruments that you need, and then you also have both administrative and technical aspects. So in the case of the EVL, for example, you have to make changes to the ASICUDA system. You have to make changes to the tax system in IRD to be able to facilitate the implementation of the tax, right? And then, of course, you need the legal aspect, which is the amendment to the existing legislation. Now, I based on the fact that the law has already been approved, I don't see a need to go back to Parliament to change the commencement date. So we are going forward on that basis, although we have asked the Ministry of Legal Affairs to provide some guidance on that.
Sylvester says this is not the first time an act has been passed and implemented at a later date. Hence, there is no need to blow the issue out of proportion.
But we have had in the past, for example, laws that were passed on the books and took effect at a later date. And I can speak to the amendment to the Income Tax Act, for example, to apply a withholding tax on lottery winnings in excess of $10,000. That was enacted in 2014, and as of today, that has not been implemented, and we are, in fact, looking to implement that now. What it will mean, though, I suspect, in terms of actual implementation, is that government will lose 1 month of revenues, given the fact that it's not going to be implemented from the actual date of the enactment of the legislation.
He noted that there are public complaints of businesses increasing prices on various food items, alcohol, and added sugary drinks. He said this should not be happening and is an illegal act.
Because we've heard reports, for example, where basic food items have gone up, and this is linked to the fact that government is implementing additional taxes or new taxes when that's not the case. So we have to look into that. I've heard cases where beer and rum and so on, those prices have gone up, and there is actually no increase in taxes on these items as of today's date. So it means that if businesses are doing that, then they are doing that legally.
The Excise Tax Order 2023, when implemented on March 1st, will cause an increase in the price of alcoholic products such as beer, wine, whiskey, and rubbing alcohol. The Value-Added Tax Amendment Regulations 2023 will, among other things, see the inclusion of refined cane sugar as a VAT-applicable product. And the Value-Added Tax Order 2023 will see the removal of several products from the VAT list, such as cooking oil, toothpaste, children and adults' Pampers, bathing soap, peas and beans. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.